Dr. Fennoy, we want to move into some overview thoughts. We want to move a little bit to sort of the budget and the larger future we're looking at. Tracy Levine-Weinstock said, worried about the budget. Are there going to be teacher layoffs next school year? We keep seeing this posted for many schools around the country. What is your sense of that with the budget headaches that coronavirus is going to create for all of us?
Well, I'm making most of my decisions based on the information that I have right now. And right now, the state has not called a special session back in to readjust the budget. I think we're running scenarios inside of the district about all kinds of different possibilities. But as of today, I do not have plans on letting go teachers today. But again, we don't know. We have no numbers. Again, our budget is driven largely by the state and sales tax, and Disney World's not open. People aren't taking cruises. People aren't vacationing in Florida. So we know there will be some impact. We also recognize that the as thankful as we are for the initial stimulus, it is not the same type of stimulus that we had during the Great Recession, and that was with the letter from the superintendents that went to the feds. We are requesting in excess of $200 million for the entire education system in the United States. 200 billion, excuse me. And that would then allow us to possibly hold whole in our current budgets. But again, so much of that is not even decided by us. It's when the numbers start to roll out, we'll have to adjust accordingly. I can tell you what we have done. I've frozen all budgets. I'm not hiring any individuals right now. So we're hoping that through some of our early efforts through attrition and just tightening up the belt, not taking trips. Obviously, we're saving money on not running buses today. So wherever we can save money, we absolutely are. We're just trying to be good stewards of the taxpayers' dollars, but also understanding that the concern of our employees is paramount. But our number one mission is to provide a world-class educational experience for our kids. So, there'll be. I hope that you would invite me back in the near future when we have real answers.
Absolutely.
Right now, everything is just speculative. But once the state starts having budget conversations, I promise you we will share that information.
Speak again, in fairness to that point, this letter just went out from superintendents of the largest districts around the nation against Palm Beach County School District, A-rated school district. I know something of which you all have worked very hard on, very proud of. You were one of the signatories. And the letter to Congress said, though, that all of us, parents, educators, administrators, society as a whole need to take a hard look at what coronavirus is doing to our budgets. It was called a, quote, educational catastrophe. Speak to what we all need to focus on and understand is at stake here with the concerns you all have and what it potentially means as we move forward.
Well, I think specifically to Palm Beach, there's a lot of things that we're able to do with our current budget. We have, a family here. We have a very robust and one of the largest choice programs in the country. And we provide free transportation for any family. These are the things that we've been able to do over time. I think the idea of the fact that we could afford to hand out over 60,000 devices to families. When you think about the fact that we run trains for kids to get to schools here in Palm Beach County, I can go on and on about the great things. And so when you think about this sort of catastrophe, as the letter indicated, a lot of school districts are already, operating on a tight budget anyway, so to speak. And so to have that budget diminished even further will cause us to have to make decisions that may not be in the best interest of children, considering, just think about it. We still have to maintain our facilities. If the air conditioning isn't working, then kids may get asthma. It's unbearable to live in South Florida. So it's not as easy as just, we'll cut all of maintenance or we'll cut transportation. We're all interdependent. And so I think this letter just speaks to the realities. Think about how much milk is being, tossed away because schools aren't buying that milk in volume that we used to do. And so I think you got to really think about how we fit into the larger society, and that if you show up to schools, it can begin to help with the sort of economic.
In our remaining few moments, I know it's Teacher Appreciation Week. I've had a lot of parents say, wow, I appreciated teachers before. I appreciate them even more as I'm trying to teach my child at home. I know you want to do a shout out to teachers. They so deserve it. And a shout out to all of you and really to parents and students as well. What do you want to say?
I think I want to say, one, congratulations on doing something that none of us thought was possible in short order. I think for families, and think about the teacher who's at home with his or her 2 or 3 kids. So you're teaching a class online, you're trying to teach your kids, these people are superheroes. These people are, as a teacher myself and as a father, it is not easy. It's hard work. It is hard work educating our children. And I think our teachers here in Palm Beach County have stepped up. I think they're some of the best in the world. I think our families have been more than supportive, completely understand the frustrations that exist because we're all navigating through it. And I promise that we'll do everything in our power to listen and make the necessary adjustments so that if we find ourselves in a situation again, I have all the confidence in the world that our teachers are going to step up to the plate, but I think we can make it better for everybody.
And what would your final message be to seniors who are understandably frustrated? I know you're trying to look at all options, your message to them, and then a final thought to students and parents.
Yeah, I think to our seniors, we love you. And those of us who were fortunate enough to have graduation ceremonies traditionally, our heart breaks for you. Our heart breaks the fact that we just can't provide for you that ritual, that tradition that most of us have had before. But it doesn't take anything away from the fact that you've earned it, that you're going to be a class that's going to have a lot to talk about and a lot to teach us moving forward in terms of perseverance, not just this COVID-19. I mean, these kids have dealt with Parkland. They've done with the Great Recession. They've had all kinds of things happen in their lives. And so when I look at them, completely understand their angst and their frustration and even anger to certain degrees. But I also know that this group of individuals will go on to be our future leaders and maybe teach us something about the decisions that we made during their time, and they'll make better decisions for us moving forward. And I think for the rest of the families, I think we're all in this together. We're listening. We're doing the absolute best we can. We encourage the feedback, and we will keep listening. And I think it's important for parents to understand that not only are we educators and leaders in the educational system, but we're parents as well. And so we're all doing the best we can, and we have each other's backs.
Dr. Donald Fennoy, the superintendent of the Palm Beach County Public School District, we thank you so very much for answering questions from our viewers and taking time for us today. We wish you and your family all the best, and everybody who works alongside of you in this district. Thank you for all of your efforts, and a good day to you, sir.
Mr. Williams, thank you so much, and you have a great day and be safe.